a lovely day. What a lovely day, but hey, we've got great coverage here. I'd like to welcome you all this morning. I'm Lisa Rager. I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Johnstown-Cambria County Convention and Visitors Bureau. We're the official tourism promotion agency representing all of Cambria County. This week marks National Tourism Week. And one of the reasons that we're here, we have a couple of reasons, but it's really important for us to recognize the economic impact of travel and tourism nationally, statewide, regionally, and right here in our own backyard in Johnstown and Cambria County. In Cambria County, direct tourism sales in 2010 totaled $257.6 million. That's direct visitor spending, people coming in here from outside the area and leaving money and going back home and having a good time before they leave. There are 2,000 jobs that are supported in Cambria County from travel and tourism, and that equals 8.3% of the total regional economy. $14.4 million in state and local tax revenue was generated from tourism expenditures in Cambria County. And that's used to fund other state and local programs. So tourism is a real driving force for generating revenue that helps support social programs, education, and lots of other things that make our lives better. Even if there were no visitors coming here, each of us would have to pay over $700 more in taxes. So it's saving us money, those of us who live here. As all of you know, we have such an outstanding menu of history and heritage attractions in Cambria County, outdoor recreation opportunities, the arts and cultural attractions, and special events. And I'd like to encourage everybody during this summer kickoff of the tourism season to make sure that you get out and patronize and support and visit our many sites and attractions. We have a lot of new things that are on board. We have a lot of attractions that have been here for some time, like the Inclined Plane and the Johnstown Flood Museum. People come from all over the world and throughout the country to visit these attractions and have a good time. We have Rock Run Recreation in the northern part of Cambria County and Prince Gallitzin State Park, and everything that's in between. And many of these attractions are operated by nonprofit organizations and grassroots organizations, and they all need the support of the residents and the people who live here to appreciate them, to bring people to them, to bring their friends and relatives and find things to entertain them while they're here. They also need volunteer support as well. We at the Convention and Visitors Bureau do, as well as many of the other attractions. So this is a great time, while gas prices are on the high side, to take stock of what we have here and get out there and enjoy everything that we have to offer. And speaking of special events, the Convention and Visitors Bureau is known for producing two special events, Polka Fest and Thunder in the Valley. This year, Polka Fest will take place June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church under the pavilion. Jane Kornowski and company has pulled a great lineup of some of the very best Polish and Slovenian bands. And we're talking about the best bands in the country. And this is a free festival, so we encourage everybody to come down to Polka Fest June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at St. Mary's. Monsignor Malta and his crew do a fabulous job of providing delicious foods and hospitality. And this is one of those maybe lesser well-known events that everybody should know about and support. I think you'll be so impressed with the quality of entertainment there this year. And I'd also like to thank the many members of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We are a membership-driven organization. Our many hotels and restaurants, attractions, and organizations, they're with us year in and year out and supporting us in so many ways. So I'd like to thank them also. And as a kickoff to Tourism Week, I'd like to remind you that later this morning you're invited to stop by our location at 111 Roosevelt Boulevard, literally a stone's throw down that way. Between 11:30 and 1:30, 96 Key will be sponsoring a summer kickoff and live remote. You'll be able to pick up a summer fun packet courtesy of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, complete with our new visitors guide that was just published, and register to win prizes and get some apple pie and hot dogs and refreshments. So you're invited to join us over your lunch at 111 Roosevelt Boulevard. Now, this year marks the 15th year of Thunder in the Valley. And I know that when we all started this, we never dreamed that this event would grow to the level that it has. I wasn't sure that would survive that many of them, my staff and crew and everybody that's worked on it. But what started as an idea from area motorcycle enthusiasts has grown into a nationally known event. Thunder has also become a very significant economic generator, bringing tens of thousands of people to our region, not just here in Johnstown and Cambria County, but the entire Alleghenies region. It's created another reason for people to come and visit and to return to their hometown if they haven't been back in a while. It also generates return visits. People who come here have fallen in love with our community, and they do come back and they see and do more and revisit our community time and time again. We've spun off some other events that have taken place as a result. In the past, we've hosted the Honda Goldwing Riders District Rally, Pennsylvania Harley Owners Group, Concourse Owners Group, and some of the specialty types of events and conferences that the motorcyclists like to do with their respective organizations. And I have to say that the growth and the success is due to the cooperation and the support of so many entities, our many sponsors who have been with us for many, many years, and the new folks that have come on board, our many elected officials who have helped us in a number of ways, the City of Johnstown, the staff there, our local municipalities, our residents, our volunteers, our businesses, some of whom are extremely inconvenienced when Thunder rolls into town. But thank you to everybody who's helped us to get this far. This year we have a new addition to Thunder in the Valley, and I'm extremely pleased to announce that Thunder in the Valley will welcome the Broken Spoke Saloon to the 15th annual rally. The Broken Spoke Saloon is billed as the world's biggest biker bars with locations at the top rallies in the country, including Sturgis, Laconia, Daytona, and Myrtle Beach. And now Johnstown's Thunder in the Valley can be added to that list. The Broken Spoke will bring its world-renowned brand to Johnstown and provide much-needed assistance to our organization with professional management and operation of the Thunder Pubs. We knew that Thunder had arrived when the Broken Spoke's representatives contacted us late last year and informed us that they had researched our rally extensively. After looking at our rally and a few others, they determined that they wanted to have a presence in Johnstown and take the Broken Spoke on the road. We believe that the Spoke's presence here will provide rally attendees with a fun and entertaining experience and draw many new visitors to our corner of the rally world. We're thrilled at the opportunities that this partnership with the Broken Spoke presents, and we hope that this year at Thunder will be a starting point from which we can continue to grow the rally, exceed the expectations of our attendees, and keep people coming back year after year. And given this significant development in the life of Thunder in the Valley, we are standing here at People's Natural Gas Park because this park will serve as one of the sites of the Broken Spoke Saloon and other Thunder entertainment and activities. As you can see, the transformation of this property is awesome. Many of you are just coming over for the very first time. And I'm sure that past Thunder visitors will be pleasantly surprised and amazed to see what's taken place here over the past year. We're very pleased to be working with the Johnstown Area Heritage Association, and we sincerely appreciate their cooperation and their assistance in helping us add another dimension to our rally. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Todd Wagner, Chairman of the Amerisurf Flood City Music Festival and the Executive Committee member of the Johnstown Area Heritage Association's Board of Directors. Todd?
Thanks, Lisa, and how exciting today to be able to actually put on really the first event here at the People's Natural Gas Park. And we couldn't be more thrilled to be working with the CVB and in this press conference. So very exciting day. As you just heard, I represent the board of directors at JAHA, the Johnstown Area Heritage Association, and I speak for all of them. This has been a long time vision of many people and a lot of efforts, and there's way too many people to thank, but I will spend just a second reviewing a couple quick things. The Johnstown Area Heritage Association is grateful to many donors and supporters that have worked so hard and gave so much to make this park possible. There are too many to list, but include the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, People's Natural Gas, and Bill Polachek and family. We're also grateful for the support we've received from the City of Johnstown and the Johnstown Redevelopment Authority and the Johnstown community at large. This complex is pretty unique, being that it was an old brownfield, so as most of you know, was really left for dead, if you will, and a vision of a few years back allowed us to start using it for the music festival, but really not at the level that you see the entertainment and the complex can provide now. Some of the nice features of this is obviously we're in the rain today, but protected in a 600-seat pavilion, which will allow various forms of entertainment, a few of which I'll list here in a moment. And then the inside of the oil house has actually been reset to be able to handle about 500 people for live entertainment events, as well as anything from weddings, family picnics, public special events such as these. So this is really a community asset and one we think will be well utilized, and certainly with the addition of the bridge and the lighting that most of you are aware of, I think is a perfect backdrop to a beautiful setting here in downtown Johnstown. We have a number of things that are already officially lined up, one of which we know is Thunder, but this park will officially open on June 16th. We have a great day of music lined up for the 16th, but the week before that we'll actually close the Johnstown Area Heritage Association's Film Festival here. Been very nice, those of you that visited that previously always have weather that can play in, and again we'll have this lovely facility to be able to host the final day of that, so I think that's going to be a really nice treat. June 16th, we will dedicate this park with a ceremony of all those that have had everything to do with not only getting us funding, doing the work on it, engineering the plans, you name it. And that's going to be a run of music that will be a lot of festival favorites. So we have Black Coffee from State College coming back. We have our good friend Elin Jewell, who's a world-renowned tour. Most Straight Jackets, and also a very festival favorite and Johnstown favorite, Tab Benoit, will be here June 16th. So we're very excited about that on the original kickoff. And then throughout the summer we have a summer concert series that's been planned, which will be evening events, as well as, of course, the first weekend of August is always the Amerisurf Flood City Music Festival, and this will obviously house a nice portion of that and be a real asset to that growing and expanding festival. So lots of things planned, but probably, by the way, if there's interest in having an event here or finding out more information about the event and how to go about that, please feel free to call JAHA directly or reach out to jaha.org. And with that, I couldn't be more excited to the fact that this venue would look desperately empty if Thunder in the Valley did not just take it over and make it part of their perfect footprint here in downtown Johnstown. So I think it's really exciting that following our dedication week that this facility will get good use. We'll find out what works and what we need to tweak along the way, but we couldn't be happier to have our friends at the CVB bringing great life to this on the weekend of June 21 through 23, and we couldn't be more excited, so we thank you very much.
Thank you, Todd. We are excited as well. Of course, the 2012 edition of Thunder in the Valley will offer new features as well as some past favorites. And to tell you a little bit more about that, please welcome Jane Kornoski. Jane is our Director of Advertising and Sales at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and largely responsible for seeking out and booking a lot of the entertainment. So I'll turn it over to Jane.
Hello, everyone. I have the challenge and the fun of booking the entertainment for Thunder in the Valley. Bond United Beverage and Anheuser-Busch have been a partner of ours since year one. I remember meeting with Dan Thompson and asking him if he would consider becoming a sponsor of the crazy idea of the CVB hosting a motorcycle rally in Johnstown. That was 15 years ago. We had hoped to attract 1,000 bikers. Now, 15 years later, we have over 200,000 biker-friendly people to attend our 4-day event. I'm happy to announce Dan, the president of Vaughn United Beverage. He has a special announcement of one of Thunder's all-time crowd pleasers, Dan Thompson.
Thank you, Janie. Thank you so much. I didn't realize Janie was going to talk about the first time we got together. I remember that day vividly also, 15 years ago. I remember she came with this idea talking about, we're going to start this a motorcycle rally, and we have visions of it evolving and becoming one of the largest events in the country. And I remember sort of scratching my head thinking, well, I love the enthusiasm, Janie, so sure, we'd love to get involved. Deep down inside I'm thinking, which nuts. But lo and behold, thanks to you, Lisa, to Karen, Olivia, and everybody in the CBB organization, the local community, the local business, this thing has evolved into quite an event and one of the top motorcycle rallies in the country. So we're thrilled to be involved with it since the beginning. And in year 15, we look forward to another at least 15 years into the future. So the news you just heard from Todd and Lisa is so exciting. We're also involved with what's the Music Festival of Jaha organization, and knew of this site venue from the beginning and have seen it evolve. But it is so exciting to be here today and see it protecting us from this rain. It's just an incredible, I know you'll agree, it's an incredible community asset that we have, and I applaud these organizations getting together and finding a way to share this site with this wonderful occasion and event that we have. But again, my congratulations to the Jaha organization, Richard Berger, Ron Carnevale, who's largely involved in this, and of course Todd Wagner, who's taken it and really run with it. So congratulations to all. But I am here to announce that the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdale will be here to celebrate the 15th annual Thunder in the Valley. They've been here numerous times in the past. It's been a few years, and we're very excited to have them here. We still don't have the schedule officially laid out yet. That'll be coming shortly. It will ultimately be announced by the CBB. Of course, they will be in the parade on Saturday, and will be at numerous events throughout the week, numerous official Thunder events throughout the week and throughout the community. The one thing that has been finalized, however, is they will be housed or stabled appropriately at the Cambria County War Memorial Arena again this year. Thanks to the support of Mike Silva and Tom Brunel and the folks at SMG who operate the building. We did that about 3 years ago, and it really worked wonderfully. And we did, and we plan again to open up the War Memorial to the general public, to the local community, along with the visitors for the event, to come in throughout the day and hopefully early evenings to see the Clydesdales up close and personal in a relaxed environment within their portable stalls and really get a chance to see them up close and personal. Those hours have not yet been finalized either, I'm sorry to say. That will be determined shortly and will be announced, and we encourage the local community to come down and see them in such an environment in addition to visitors. So, with that said, on behalf of Budweiser and Vaughn United Beverage, thank you all very much.
Okay. In addition to the Budweiser Clydesdales, we're very excited to bring some national and regional bands to perform at Thunder 2012. I'd like to take a moment to thank Todd Wagner, who has given me countless hours and volunteered to help me to find some great acts and still stay within my limited budget. I'm constantly going back to Lisa for more money and not getting it. So with that, I'll announce some of the new acts that we will have. And in your package, you'll see there's a more extensive bio. I tried to keep it very short so I wouldn't be up podium for hours. First, we have the New Riders of the Purple Sage. They were signed by Columbia Records and released their first album in September 1971, featuring Jerry Garcia. The next 11 years, the band toured and released over 12 albums, selling over 4 million records. The new lineup vows to keep the New Riders' spirit and tunes alive by taking it to their fans everywhere. The band recently teamed up with the Grateful Dead's lyricist, Robert Hunter, and has released its first CD in 20 years to rave reviews. So we're really happy to have the New Riders of the Purple Sage. The Nighthawks. The Nighthawks have earned a reputation as one of the best and hardest working bands around. Their mix of blues, rock, rockabilly, soul, and swing appeal to a wide, diverse audience. They began a musical tour that is closing in on 40 years, spanning 49 states and a dozen countries. In between, the Nighthawks have released more than 20 recordings, including 2009 award-winning American Landscapes. In February of 2010, they released Last Train to Bluesville, recorded live at Sirius XM Studios. It's an acoustic blues romp that was nominated for 2011 Blues Music Award. And this is my favorite, Billy Price Band. Billy Price formed the Billy Price Band in 1990. In addition to performing popular songs, the band features new interpretations of blues, R&B, and classic soul. And now we have the Volunteers. And I don't mean volunteers. I mean the volunteers of the U.S. Army Field Band. This is really exciting for us. The Volunteers of the United States Army Premier Touring Show Band. Audience nationwide have been captivated by this energetic show. They perform across America and throughout the world. The members of the Volunteers take great pride in reflecting the excellence of all our nation's soldiers. They will kick off their tour at Thunder in the Valley, and we will be their first stop. All these great acts that I have announced could not happen and would not be possible if it were not for the sponsorship of Atlantic Broadband. Atlantic Broadband has become our major performer sponsor. I would like to introduce to you Natalie Kerchak from Atlantic Broadband.
Thank you, Janie. This is so exciting. This is a great venue. I'm seeing it for the first time today, and it's just incredible. Atlantic Broadband is proud to be the national and regional entertainment sponsor for Thunder in the Valley 2012. Two of our terrific programming partners have joined forces with us. Root Sports and A&E Networks are providing financial support to help us with the sponsorship as well. And of course, Atlantic Broadband is pleased to be your entertainment and information and broadband, residential and commercial services provider in Johnstown and the surrounding areas. In addition to sponsoring the national entertainment, we're going to provide free Wi-Fi service to attendees of Thunder in the Valley at Festival Park here and at the train station. And we promise it's going to be a very reliable fast signal, as we recently completed an upgrade of our broadband infrastructure, and we now provide internet speeds up to 40 megabits per second. Additionally, through some creativity with Olivia and Jane, we're going to do some sneak peeks of some programming that's going to be coming up. In this summer lineup, you will see programming from networks like Root Sports, A&E, and many other cable networks on the big screens that will be provided at the entertainment stages. You'll also see information on some of our new bundles that we've introduced. And we hope that some of you have those services. If you haven't, our new Get It All packages are really terrific bundles that have all of your favorite services and features. We're also, Atlantic Broadband is going to use our resources from an advertising perspective to help the reach of advertising for Thunder in the Valley. We're going to run television commercials in 9 of our surrounding cable systems in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and West Virginia. Atlantic Broadband truly believes in Thunder in the Valley and its importance to our area from an economic and from a tourism perspective. Thunder in the Valley, with its host of music and food and entertainment and displays, it draws thousands of people to this area, and many of them are from cities in the states that I just mentioned that are also Atlantic Broadband customers. Cities such as Uniontown, Altoona, Bradford, Clearfield, Warren, Pennsylvania, as well as Cumberland, Maryland, and also even parts of West Virginia. Atlantic Broadband has been a proud supporter of Thunder in the Valley since its inception, and we are stepping up our efforts this year to ensure that Thunder in the Valley continues to be an annual event that will continue to take place in this beautiful area in Johnstown for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Almost done. Now I'm going to give you some of our returning acts for Thunder this year. The Jake and Elwood Blues Review, they have become a mainstay of our rally. Every year I think, maybe I won't book them next year. And the first few calls that we get right after Thunder is, I hope you're going to have the Blues Brothers back. They are officially sanctioned by the Belushi Estate. They're based out of Orlando's Universal Studios. And with them this year, they are bringing a tribute to Elvis act, featuring Peter Alden. He captivates audiences of all ages and does a tremendous Elvis routine. Also returning this year will be Nick Lee, the world record burnout holder. The Rat's Hole will be at Festival Park here doing the custom motorcycle show. The Wall of Death with the Eyes Brothers will be over at the Biker Mall. Biker Billy will cook with fire again down to the main Mega Mall indoor venue. We'll have Yamaha, Can-Am, and Harley-Davidson doing demo rides all weekend. And there will be a lot more local and regional bands playing for Thunder in the Valley. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. That's quite a lineup, and that's not even really all of it. So I think it's going to be good Thunder this year. In addition to everything that we've covered, we also look forward to our visitors having the opportunity to view the beautiful lights of the Stone Bridge each evening of the rally with extended hours that will be announced. I think that you know, this setting here and the bridge in the background, that you know, it's just spectacular. And for somebody that's been working in the tourism industry for many, many years, to see all these wonderful things continue to happen, it's just been a lot of fun, and it's great to be, you know, a native of Johnstown and just to continue to watch our community grow in this way. And of course, as Jane said, Thunder in the Valley will have a lot of the regular things that people have come to expect. Wheels and Wings will take place in Evansburg. Wimber Rumbles in Wimber. Richland Township Fire Department will be hosting their events at their fire hall up on Scalp Avenue. And Cambrian Somerset ABATE will be hosting the welcome parties and the Flight 93 guided tours. So we've had a great partnership with many of these individuals and organizations who really, really work hard to provide a great experience for our rally goers, and they keep people traveling throughout the region. A lot of people have said to us, well, isn't Thunder in the Valley kind of getting too spread out? And we said, no, because motorcyclists really like to be on their bikes, they like to ride, they like to go from place to place. And this truly spreads the economic impact and the benefit of Thunder throughout the region. And we really couldn't do it without the folks that work on our Thunder Committee and are involved in these organizations to, you know, work as hard as we do to have their own events and host our rally attendees. Thunder will also include the hill climbs at Beaverdale, the Saturday parade, and also the Thursday night lighted bike parade, which is also becoming more and more popular if you haven't seen that yet. And as Jane mentioned, the manufacturer displays and demo rides, and a wide variety of vendors. So you can eat, you can drink, you can shop, you can get things installed on your motorcycles, but it'll all be here for Thunder. In conclusion, I'd like to again thank our many sponsors that have supported us for many years, and everybody that's stepped up to the plate even more, like Atlantic Broadband. The hundreds of volunteers that come out and volunteer into the wee hours of the morning. They help with setup and tear down and staffing our information booths. And they have such a great time, and they're so enthusiastic. And that's one of the things that makes Thunder in the Valley such a success, is because the people who come here feel that welcoming spirit of our community and our residents. As always, volunteers are greatly needed, so please be sure to contact our office and ask for Pam Schaefer, our volunteer coordinator for Thunder. Thank you to Aaron's for providing our large screen TV. You have an opportunity to see some of the entertainment that we talked about.